You should be standing for this because this is going to be a really fast video. It's going to be the BrakeMaster cylinder brace install. So I hope you're standing. First thing you're going to do is you're going to have all your beautiful parts unpacked and laid out in front of you. You're going to go through a variety of tools. There's going to be a 3/8 or a 7/16 drill bit. Then you're going to need a ratchet as well as a 9/16 socket. And then you're going to have 3 of these 3/8 nuts. You're going to have 5 of these 3/8 washers. You're going to have 3 of these 3/8 nuts that don't have nylon in them. Then you're going to have 3 of the 3/8 carriage bolts, as well as 1 single flathead bolt. You're going to get your master cylinder brace itself, as well as the backing plate. So let's go to the car and install the BrakeMaster cylinder brace. Now take a look. We're gonna have the brace itself first, and then the flathead bolt. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and thread on the non-nylon 3/8 bolt, followed by the 3/8 washer. Slide that through the hole. And then you're gonna follow the backside with a 3/8 washer, as well as a non-nylon regular 3/8 nut. We're just gonna kind of get that little hand tight situated so we can figure out where to drill the holes. Now, one thing to note is we already drilled the holes on the car. So you would originally take a Sharpie and mark where you put the holes, but we already did that. God, look at how proactive we are. So if you're experiencing a squishy brake pedal, it might be because your firewall is flexing a lot under heavy braking. Take a look at how much it's flexing here. You can notice the BrakeMaster cylinder is moving quite a lot. So you're gonna go ahead and line up your flathead bolt where it would touch the BrakeMaster cylinder. You're gonna mark where you're gonna drill those 3 holes. Luckily for us, we already had those pre-drilled. So first you're going to take the 3/8 carriage bolts and slide those through the square openings on the master cylinder brace. Push those through the holes that you just drilled. You're going to get all 3 installed on there. Then you're going to take your washer and the 3/8 nylon lock nut. Then you're going to take the backing plate and the other side of the fender. You're going to put the backing plate through the threads of the bolts, and then using a 9/16 socket, go ahead and tighten those nylon lock nuts down to 40 foot-pounds. Next thing you're going to do is then final adjustments on the BrakeMaster cylinder brace. Now you can see here as we move this back nut forward, we're able to slide that flathead bolt forward towards the BrakeMaster cylinder. So I'm going to go ahead and apply some pressure to the BrakeMaster cylinder brace using the nuts, and then just kind of tighten that down, and you can go ahead and tighten it down further with a 9/16 wrench. Now, so you can see on the left side, we have the BrakeMaster cylinder brace installed, and on the right side, we don't. You can notice how little flex the firewall is now moving with this new simple install. And for less than $100, this is a significantly noticeable improvement. The only chassis modification that you would really require for this is going to be the 3 holes for the carriage bolt, as you'll see in the preceding video. Now, this is designed to work with the factory master cylinder and brake booster. If you have an aftermarket booster or aftermarket cylinder or booster delete, most likely this will not work, or may not work in this position. You may need to move it because it is really dependent on how you bolt this up, but it's something to consider as you're purchasing the product. All right, and that's all we got for this install. Like and subscribe.